Hey guys, this is Jonathan Edmond at Wave Beach Realty in Myrtle Beach. I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to give a brief market update. I usually do these monthly, but the last few months have been a little crazy, and I haven't done the follow-up videos and the monthly market update videos as much as I should. But I wanted to kind of touch base and just give people an idea of where the market's at right now. So what I'm seeing is a lot of, if you'll notice, the inventory is kind of high right now. A lot of properties are sitting on the market longer than they normally would. The reason for that is one, you have a lot of people holding off until after the election. So a lot of buyers are not in the market right now. You have a lot of new homes going up for sale, new builds like D.R. Horton, all these cookie cutter type builders, which they build, decent homes. That some of their finished work isn't the best. But what I'm seeing is they're offering incentives to buy down your interest rate, pay your closing costs. So they're offering a lot of incentives to buy these brand new homes. So a lot of sellers that have existing homes that were built anywhere from whatever, the 80s and 90s up until 2023, those homes are sitting on the market a lot longer. So in my opinion, what's going to happen, regardless of what happens with the election, I think 2025 is actually going to be a pretty good real estate year, a good year for the market, except maybe the Airbnb market. I'll talk about that as well. But as far as just the residential home, so if you're looking to retire or move down to our area, or you already live here and you're looking to just buy a different home, as far as existing home sales, I think activity will pick up on those, especially as buyer activity picks up and people keep on buying the new homes. They won't be able to keep up with demand next year, so a lot of the resales will be what people will be jumping onto to try to get in a home. So right now, I think is really still the best time to buy because a lot of people are not buying because of the election. A lot of people are not buying because it's close to the holidays. So typically, October, November, December are really good real estate months. And even as we bleed into January and February, when it's still slower months, a lot of sellers are getting desperate and getting nervous because one, they don't know what's going to happen with the market next year, and secondly, nothing's selling. Their homes are sitting, so you're seeing prices on resale properties go down and down and down. And I practice what I preach. To give you an example, I bought a condo recently. It sold 2 years ago for 96,000. This condo, a small one bedroom. I buy rental properties. It's just a small little nothing fancy. This one was on the market. It was listed by another agent. It was in a community where the HOA fees had gone up because the price of insurance has gone up in our market, being in a coastal zone. So this property was listed at 120. Most of the condos in there were selling around 100. I called this agent, said, "Hey, I'm not really in the market to buy a rental property right now, but if your client would take 90,000 for this one, it looks to be in pretty good shape. I would buy it." At first it was a no, and then a week later I get a call back, and the lady was willing to sell it to me for 90,000. Obviously, for me, that was too good of a deal to pass up. But I see that these deals can happen. You'll see somebody make an offer on a property. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't. It depends on seller motivation. But if I'm a buyer right now and I want to avoid the wave of everybody waiting until, okay, the election happens, now magically it's a good time to buy a house. Okay, the holidays are over, it's a great time to buy. Well, that's what everybody's thinking. So if you're going to wait like everybody else in the spring, one, the interest rates aren't going to drop down to 2 and 3% like they were. 4.5, 5, 6% are going to be the new normal. That's not an abnormal interest rate. So if you're waiting for interest rates, you're already in the wrong position. And if you think that the market's going to drop and you're going to get all these deals beginning of 2025, I believe you're also mistaken. Obviously, I have no crystal ball. This is just my personal opinion, and I can speak on what I'm doing personally, which is buying properties right now as rentals because our rental market is really good because a lot of people are not buying. So a lot of people still have to have somewhere to live. They're going to rent properties. Rental prices are through the roof right now. And they may not continue that way, but if I buy properties at the right price, even if the market goes down some, I can still get the rent for them and I'll still be in the clear. You should still have that mindset still works with buying a property that you're going to live in. Obviously, you're not going to generate income off of it, but you right now, if you're not looking to buy brand new, if you want something with a little character, a little bit older, that you might want to put a little work in it, or even something that's in good shape that's just not selling, and you see the price dropping down on it. If you're going to get a deal on something, it's going to be now. It's not going to be next spring. So that's just my market update. That's what I'm seeing right now. But if you look at the new construction, how much is going on in the Myrtle Beach and surrounding areas, yeah, it's pretty crazy right now. those are the properties that are selling quicker. Because like I said, you can get, but if you are looking for a brand new home and you want incentives right now, because those aren't even selling at super high demand because of the time of year and the election and all the factors, a lot of these builders for the homes that are completed and are sitting on the market and haven't sold yet, they're offering those incentives on those properties because their goal is sell this home, build another, build another, build another. They're an assembly line. They want to keep on moving that assembly line. So existing inventory that they have, if you want to deal on a new home, it's a great time to do that too, because one, you're going to get probably all your closing costs paid by these builders, and you're going to get your interest rate brought down to 4.5%, 5%. So it's a good time to be a buyer, even though if you listen to the doom and gloom of the news and everything else going on, you would think that it's not. But because everybody else assumes that, that's when it's always the best time to buy. So that's my 10 cents on the current market conditions and what I'm seeing right now. If you have any questions, reach out to me anytime. JJ Edmund 92 at gmail.com, or you can call me on my cell phone anytime. 843-957-3872, 843-957-3872. And also, just want to thank everybody for using my newest website. I obviously have my Waves Beach Realty website and jonathanedmond.com. And then I'm sending this out to my clients who are on my newest site as well, which is myrtlebeachhomesource.com, which is a great tool for searching. It's a little bit newer of a site than my jonathanedmond.com. A completely different developer created this website, so it's a really good tool if you want to continue your search. You can reach out to me anytime if you have any general questions about the market or just need any updates at all. But anyway, I appreciate your time. Thanks for listening to the video. And again, this is Jonathan Edmond with Wave Beach Realty. Reach out to me anytime if you have any questions. Thank you, guys.